it leads to some constructive things and a whole lot of non-constructive things. But when you consider the alternative, I use the slave ship analogy. If you're at the bottom of the slave ship, you know you're on a slave ship. But every now and then, some second lieutenant who is the slave master of the slave ship, some person who is not the captain maybe, comes down the ladder and say, well, the captain doesn't speak favorably of any of you people. After all, this is a slave ship. But I argue with him about giving you a little more cornbread than you usually get. So I'm going to try to get it for you. I mean, if you'll just bear with me and try to cooperate and don't rally your chains too much down here, disturbing my sleep. So if you ought to just kind of keep quiet, I'll see to it that your rations are increased. Now, you're not going to be free. You're on a slave ship. You're going to the other side of the ocean where you'll be on plantations working for nothing. But that's the big picture, and I'm just a little person in a big picture. But I will get you some extra cornbread during this voyage because you're starving down here. I know that. And I'll talk to the captain about it. But you'll still be in your chains, and you still will be confined below deck. I can't get you above deck. You are not going to get any extra air. You might get some extra cornbread. That's the best I can do for you. So if you just don't rattle your chains so much, disturbing my sleep, because my quarters is just above you, and I do have to have some rest. Now, is that a deal or not? And that's basically what black people get all over the world in the system of white supremacy. So what do? Since you don't have much option anyway, you say, okay, Lieutenant, we'll try to keep the chains quiet. We'll try to keep the noise down from moaning and groaning. And we'll try to suffer in silence so that we can at least get a little better rations tomorrow or the next day or whenever you think you can bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the deal we're given every time we vote. And we know that instinctively. So we go ahead and vote. Otherwise, we're going to suffer anyway and get absolutely nothing as a result. So a little bit of something is better than a whole lot of nothing, even if sometimes a little bit of something is a whole lot of nothing.